Yo, what up, Preach Christ or Die? Jamal Bryant. I done made a video about Jamal Bryant a few times, and I'm making this video about Jamal Bryant because this is what I mean of the problem that's in the church today. The situation that, and it really is him, but it's not really him all the way because it's the congregation. It's the people that's sitting out there, right? We allow people to teach us like this. We allow our leaders to just be silly like this. Jamal Bryant gets on some platform and he's talking about how he believes, and this man was cold stone serious, how he thinks that they need to start selling weed at church, on the campus at his church, so that they can bring in profit and so they can bring in young people so they can work it in there and be around because that's a tool he wants to use to get them in there. And it's like, how many times, especially that congregation, I already know that people like that are all over. Foolish teachers are all over in Christianity, right? And how many times is a man like that gonna be that silly and make stupid statements that's so ungodly that, look, bro, you ain't even gotta be a Christian to know, like, man, that's some stupid things to say. That's how you gonna treat the house of God? That's how you gonna treat the people that God has put, that you put over, that God has put you over, to bring that kind of stuff in there? I'm not talking about the people that might be dealing with addiction that's in his congregation and dealing with things like, bro, I'm amazed, but I'm not. I shouldn't be, because that man has been making stupid comments like that all the time. He panders, man. He panders to women, and he panders to the culture, right? To what's popular right now, and not for the Bible, not for the word. Like, the sheep are not his main audience that he's trying to reach. He's not trying to reach people. He's trying to get status. He's trying to get money. But you see it with the stupid comments about abortion. You see it with the stupid, when he went against the abortion thing, when he went against when they reversed Roe versus Wade, he was having a dedication for children. But in that dedication for children, he tried to say that we need more abortions. Then you get him just statement after statement of silly things this man has said in the pulpit or in interviews to just tear down everything. You shouldn't be able to talk like that. You should not be able to have a voice. And this is the thing. The people in the congregation, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the problem I had. Itching ears. These are people who need people to tickle their ears because they want you to say what they want to hear. And he's doing it. He's doing it, man. He's very outspoken about anything that's not of God. Not of God. And you could tell the way he speaks, the man is very silly. Just silly. He has no respect for God, no respect for what that. Look, bro, I know me. I can't be a pastor. I can't be a pastor because that title is such a strong responsibility that is put on just Christians to begin with, especially if you're going to have that much responsibility being over people. I'm not ready for that. I'm not mature enough. I stumble as too many ways that I can't. I'm not saying one day maybe, but right now I wouldn't even think about it because of how immature, how the weaknesses that I know I have. And when I see people like that stand in front of his congregation and get in interviews and they talk like that, selling weed to bring in Christians, to bring in more young people, and nobody pushes back on him. The people that he's talking to don't push back on it. They agree with him. Oh, I never thought about nothing like that. Yeah, you never thought. That's because he's a man of God. He's supposed to be a man of God. He got a church. You talking about selling weed? Like, you're in the wrong business, brother. I ain't no brother, man. That ain't no brother of mine like that. That's foolishness. If that man is a Christian, he's one of the most immature Christians. But the thing is, this is no respect for God. No respect. You ought to fear getting in that pulpit, getting on TV or YouTube or anywhere, and you talking about God, knowing how it doesn't fear you to take this serious enough to, like, man, I gotta get this right. That's why he preaches so silly, and you know it's wrong, and it's like, but there's no accountability because he doesn't fear God. Yo, man, we ought to get on this. It's such an honor anyway to be able to speak about God with anybody, if for them to even listen, right? And to be able to talk about God with somebody, or to preach the word or teach the word with anyone. Like, it's such an honor. It's such an honor in that. And they just take it so loosely. Take it so, like, time after time, this man gets on his TV or gets on a YouTube or the phone and just says the dumbest things. No one's holding this man accountable that he's talking to. Jamal Bryant is a silly dude. I don't want to say dumb, but it's very, very silly. For how long he's been doing this? Silly guy. And one day, you keep on making a mockery of God, you will be disciplined. You will be disciplined because right now, you're almost spitting in the face of God like, yeah, I'm gonna take this platform. You know how Jesus did the people when he went into the place and he ran out the money changers and all that? What you think that looks like? You trying to sell weed at the church? What kind of... That's one of the most dumbest statements. I can't believe, I'm shocked by this. But if you're a believer, trust no one. No one. Don't trust no one when it comes to the word of God. Doubt everything that people tell you. Go back to the word, see if they're telling you the truth. When they tell you what the word says, you look for it in its context. What does it say before that? What does it say after that? Read everything. Do not trust nobody what they say in teaching the word of God. I'm not saying don't listen to nobody, don't ask for help or have people that help you, but don't trust no one. I tell my son all the time, don't even trust me with the word, because I might be lying to you. What if I'm lying to you? How you going to know? And he's like, yeah, but you're not, right? I'm like, no, I'm not. But you don't know that. Because what if I am? And what if they are? And you're just taking anything people say to you. You have more respect for the word of God than your preacher, than your mama, your daddy, everything. Take what they're saying, bring it back to the word, and if it does not line up in context, be away with it. Preach Christ or die.